So you've probably seen them online. Those sleek, really futuristic ads for the Nexoria Smart Ring.
Oh, yeah, they're all over social media.
Exactly. It promises to track everything, all wrapped up in this cool, minimalist design. But today, we're taking the sources you sent, and we're just going to cut right through that hype. Our mission is to really break down the myth versus the reality here and figure out if it's built on, well, what we call vaporware foundations.
Right, so all marketing and basically no real product to back it up.
That's the question we're trying to answer.
And that tension is really the key, isn't it? That idea of style versus substance. We need to figure out how something that looks so premium on Instagram might be hiding, some pretty significant risks.
Risks with transparency and maybe even your data.
Exactly. It's about whether this product has actually earned the trust it's asking for.
Okay, so let's start with the promise. What is Nexoria actually claiming this thing can do?
Well, according to their own site, it's pretty robust.
It offers 247 tracking for heart rate, sleep, and SpO2.
Which is your blood oxygen saturation. A really important health metric.
A key one, yeah.
Yeah.
And they back this up with some seriously impressive hardware specs.
The list is long.
It is. We're talking multiple sport modes, motion gesture controls for your phone, 5 ATM waterproofing.
So you can swim with it.
You can swim, shower, whatever. It's got an aluminum build in this massive battery. They claim it lasts a week.
A full week, plus a charging case that gives you 13 extra charges. On paper, that sounds like a market leader.
It absolutely does. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, all those claims, they need validation, right?
Yeah.
Especially with health data.
And that's exactly where the evidence starts to get shaky.
Okay, let's unpack that. We started digging into the company itself, and the legitimacy checks, they hit some red flags almost immediately.
Yeah. What did you find?
Well, Scam Advisor flagged the Nexoria site with a really, really low trust score.
And why was that?
Mostly because the domain was registered extremely recently. And for a company making such bold claims, it has surprisingly little traffic.
So that lack of history leads right into the biggest problem.
The validation gap.
The validation gap. For a device that's supposed to be tracking your vital signs, we found, basically zero independent testing, no published clinical trials, no third-party accuracy benchmarks.
So nothing to prove it actually works as advertised.
It's not just missing data. For a health tech company, this is a huge foundational concern.
And it seems like the online community's noticed, too. We look through Reddit, Smart Ring forums, and the skepticism is very strong.
What are they saying?
Users are calling the Nexoria a possible clone. They're pointing out that the website just looks like a, quote, stereotypical I'm legit website template.
Suggesting it might not be an original device at all.
Exactly.
And this brings up a much bigger, more important question about the cheap smart ring clone industry.
Right.
When a device looks this good but has zero transparency, it often means that these, clone makers are just buying off-the-shelf hardware and slapping their own brand on it.
I see. And the implication there is...
The implication is that your sensitive health data, your heart rate, your sleep patterns, could be sent to some random company that didn't even design the sensor or build the software.
So the risk shifts from just, my ring might not work well, to a massive privacy failure.
Precisely. For a device collecting such intimate data, there's just a complete and troubling lack of transparency from Nexoria.
Nothing on how they handle user privacy.
Nothing. No info on where the data is stored, no visible certifications, no audited backend to assure you your biometric information is safe.
And what about all those reviews on the site? It claims a 4.8 out of 5 stars from over 50,000 reviews.
Well, when there's no independent testing to back anything up, the community tends to see that number as just a marketing stat. It's not a trusted user-generated rating.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener?
Yeah.
Based on all the sources, the verdict leans pretty hard toward this being a risky buy. The Nexoria Smart Ring is shiny, it's very well advertised, but the infrastructure behind it, the validation, the company history, the data transparency, it just feels paper thin.
And the key takeaway here, I think, is the absolute necessity of evidence and transparency whenever you entrust a device with your personal biometric data.
Especially with these high-modulating, low-transparency brands.
Absolutely. If you're interested in health tech, the sources all recommend sticking with established names. Look for companies with strong user communities, published test data, and verifiable audits. You should never let a flashy ad campaign blindside you when your actual health and data security are on the line.